Hello, everyone. Welcome. Thanks for coming out on this lovely rainy day. So we have our second annual Digital Access Day, and for those of you who don't know me, my name is Franca Palazzo. I'm the Executive Director of the Internet Society Canada chapter, and I love my job. I love my job because I get to work for an organization that advocates for affordable, accessible, accountable, and safe internet, which pretty much covers everything from AI to cybersecurity to digital rights to connecting Northern and Indigenous Canada, and it goes on. So those of you who think the internet is not sexy, you should join our organization. Another reason I love my job is we have a phenomenal board of directors. They're passionate and dedicated to our mission. I want to acknowledge some of those who are here today. There were more names on my list, but some of them haven't arrived yet. So Lynne Hamilton, our president, please stand and wave so everyone. Alyssa Moore, our director. And we will have Philip Palmer here as well as Heather Backen. So this is going to be a lot of thank yous, so bear with me. I'd like to thank our funders, Sierra and Canary, who recognize how important the work that we do is, and without whom I would not have a job. I want to thank our volunteers. Now, I'm sorry if I don't get your name. There's Alessia Matsos, there's Emily Fraser, there's Maureen, and I didn't get your last name, and I think I've covered everybody. So Digital Access Day basically covers the heart of our mission. I want to thank all of the participants and moderators who agreed to join us today. We've engaged some of the brightest minds in Canada on each of the topics being covered, and we're extremely grateful that you're here to share your time and expertise with us. I also want to recognize that there are some pretty brilliant minds in the audience today, and I really look forward to your questions. I want to thank Councillor Rick Shirelli, who sponsored this room and let us feel like we're not missing whatever's going on outside. Thank you to, okay, now I'm going to go to our sponsors. I want to start with our gold sponsors. Thank you to PayPal Canada, BAI Communications Canada, and ICANN. I want to thank our platinum sponsor, ISOC North America, who is a staunch supporter. And I would like to give an extra special thank you to our presenting sponsor, TechSavvy. We were thrilled when you agreed to sponsor our flagship event, and without your significant contribution today would not have been possible. And now I would like to introduce our facilitator and MC for today, Lynne Hamilton, President, Internet Society.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Are we all heavily caffeinated yet? There's still opportunities. The day is about to get started. I am super excited to be here. I want to start by, of course, acknowledging that we are in the unceded territory of the Algonquin and Anishinaabe Nation. Welcome to City Hall. I am, of course, Lynne Hamilton, the President of the Internet Society, and your MC today. We are so glad that you could be part of our second annual Digital Access Day. It was a big deal when we did it last year, and it was a brand new thing for all of us, and we are so excited that we could bring it again this year, and with even a more robust set of speakers, and I think it's going to be a really captivating day for a lot of us. So, what do we need to do today? Franca has thanked our sponsors. Again, we couldn't do this without them, but I would be remiss if I said that we couldn't do this day without Franca. So Franca, thank you for everything that you have done today in making and bringing us all here today. She is our fabulous executive director and my right arm. So the Internet Society is in over 200 countries. We have been punching above our weight in Canada for almost 5 to 6 years now, but in a serious way for really only the last 2. We are always looking for new members. So today only, I got my little pitchman voice on, we are offering what would normally be our $60 membership. We're gonna do a Today in the Room special for $25. So please don't leave before you've become a member. What are some of the benefits of membership? Well, you can join our policy committee. And in that, you are with some of Canada's most brilliant minds and internet thought leaders. They meet once a month. They have extraordinary conversations about what's happening. I mean, obviously this week is a big day in the internet for anybody who's in Ottawa, but there's a lot going on. So I would encourage you, you can join that policy committee to really get involved. We have fantastic events that happen all year long, much like this one. Come out, network, meet your peers, meet some new folks. Super fun. It's where the all internet cool kids are. So we encourage you to join. And we will have people at the back who can facilitate your membership, so please do that today if you can for me. So a few moments of housekeeping today. There is free Wi-Fi at City Hall at your own risk. We have, I didn't say that, sorry, Rick Shirelli, thank you for the room again. Our hashtag for today for the social media savvy is hashtag Digital Access Day, very original. Our social media guru is Alessia Matzos, and she is seated right there. Our Twitter handle for today, if you want to tag us, is at ISCC_Canada. So please reference us. No pressure, but last year we did trend #1 in Canada, and by that I mean lots of pressure. I want to trend #1 in Canada. And so we are live streaming today. So not only are we just the folks in the room here today, but there will be those of us who are joining from all over the world in their pajamas, and we appreciate you for joining us. So I will give a few more housekeeping tips, and then we will let the show commence. So for those who need to know, the washrooms are at the back of the room. Coffee also there. We will have our first break at 11 a.m. and lunch will start promptly at 12:15. With that, I would like to invite up Andy Kaplan-Mirth from Tech Savvy, our presenting sponsor. Andy is the VP of Regulatory and Carrier Affairs at Tech Savvy, an independent Canadian broadband, internet, TV, and voice services provider. Andy was called to the Ontario Bar in 2006 and has experience working in telecom law, copyright, cyber law, and privacy. Online, you can find him at Kaplan-Mirth. Thank you, Tech Savvy, for all you are doing today, and please, everyone, let's welcome Andy.
When the Internet Society Canada chapter launched in 2013, they set out an ambitious task of defending the internet as an open forum for free expression and forging a strong national community on internet governance. Even then, the ISCC was concerned with addressing issues of rural access to broadband, service provider concentration, the digital divide, and the integrity of the internet, all issues that we've continued to see reflected in its work. At the same time, in 2013, Tech Savvy was seeing rapid growth as an independent, competitive internet broadband service provider. We increased our total subscriber count by about 50% that year alone. Part of the reason for that success was that consumers saw Tech Savvy taking a new approach that not only treated them with respect and protected their privacy, but also an approach that reflected those traditional core values of the Internet Society, protecting the integrity of the internet itself, most visibly in our fight against usage-based billing in order to protect net neutrality. Since then, as these issues have developed and become more urgent, the ISCC has taken an even more active leadership role in internet advocacy in Canada, and especially in the past 2 years. And that's why Tech Savvy is so proud today to be the presenting sponsor at this second annual Digital Access Day. I want to thank Franca and Lynne for organizing an amazing event, and I look forward to a very exciting day. Thank you.
And now, a word from the mothership. We are so excited today to have Andrew Sullivan with us. He is the Internet Society Global President and Chief Executive Officer. He started in September 2018. And interestingly, Andrew was born in Buffalo to Canadian parents and has lived most of his life in Canada. He holds a Baccalaureate of Arts from the University of Ottawa and a Master of Arts from McMaster, both in philosophy. His graduate work on philosophy of economics led him to interest in a free and open source software and open internet protocols and standards. And he carries that interest and passion forward to his position at the Internet Society. He worked on internet infrastructure and standards since 2001, when in 2012, he joined Dyn, later Oracle Dyn, to establish Dyn Labs and then to manage the DNS development and architecture departments. His activities in this area led him to being appointed to the Internet Architecture Board in 2013. And so essentially what we have is US-born Canadian leading the global internet society in more than 200 countries. We couldn't be more excited to have one of our own leading the mothership for us, and we are super excited that he could be here today. So please join us, Andrew, for our keynote.
Oops, I'm gonna need that hand.